Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Assalamu alaikum Malara.
And welcome to another Bloodsport MMA award. Today's award will determine which event of all the 2022 events, fight nights and pay-per-views, but I think it's obvious that it probably will be a pay-per-view because the name value and everything was the event of the year 2022. To find out which one it was, stay tuned. '22 had many amazing events, many honorable mentions, like things like, I can spoil you, there will not be a fight night that wins this, but fight nights like the fight night in Houston, Texas, I think it was, or fight nights like in Orlando, so many finishes, so many crazy fights and everything. But of course, pay-per-views have more name value, so it makes it, there's more publicity, everything, so it makes it even bigger, and it's the event of the year. So Chris, which event was for you the event of the year 2022?
Well, like you said, there were many, but just like the one I remember most watching at the very moment when it was live was UFC 271, Adesanya versus Whittaker 2.
The first one of, no, the second one of 2022, I think, yeah? Yeah,
because I was watching that in the after work at the bar or the club where I used to work with all my security friends or co-workers, and it was after work, we were drunk then, we were allowed to drink then, and we watched that event. And not only the main event, but also Tai Tuivasa versus Derrick Lewis. There was such a up and down. And the funny thing is, like, you saw really the teams that were building, like who was for who, you know? I don't want to talk about anything more there, but it was really funny, and that's why I just remember this moment. But I don't think that it was like pay-per-view wise or it was the income. Yeah, it was just like really the moment I remember the most, the event I remember the most.
Okay. So I'll give you the real answer, guys.
Which is probably true, but man,
there were so many.
That was cold.
There were like so many decisions. Like this room. There were so many decisions on the card. UFC 281, guys. I mean, New York City, Madison Square Garden, the arena.
The Mecca.
Pereira, shocker against Izzy. Frankie Edgar gets flatlined. What else happened? Dustin Poirier against Michael Chandler was on the card, you know what I mean? Weili got the title back, 2 title fights. Just madness, and there were 11 finishes on the card. Only 3 of the fights went to decision, and 11 fights on this card. Double digits were finishes, and it was not just knockouts, it was knockouts, submissions. There was everything there. We had a crucifix, a choke from crucifix of Sean Weili, which you barely ever see. We had Chandler being submitted for the first time in his career by Dustin Poirier after a crazy war. We had so many fights to remember, so many highlight reel moments from the prelims, like Carlos Ulberg, how he knocked out Nego Mariano. I mean, this was pure violence, everything. I remember so many things, not just because it was recently, it was really the pay-per-view of the year for me, with a big step apart from all the other ones.
Christmas came a little bit early this year with that event, right?
Christmas definitely came early.
That's probably the clear winner. Yeah, again, I let my emotions lead me.
Well, so to all the fighters who competed there, all the staff who worked there, this is for you all. To everyone, also Cutman Tate, all these guys, this award is for you. The best event of 2022 was UFC 281 at Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. Write in the comments, guys, which event was the event of the year for you? Was Chris right? Maybe something we didn't even mention. Was it even a fight night for you? Write it in the comments, guys. Every comment helps to grow. Every comment is, for me, interesting, and for us
that fight night
to read. We will rewatch it, we will answer you. So write in the comments, guys. Like this video and subscribe to this channel, boys and girls. You especially. And most importantly, guys, eat your vegetables. And this was to stop me smiling. Don't ask why. And
may I?
Until next time, guys. Bye-bye. Chris goes out. No, Bloodsport.
Get your greens.
Out.
Eat your vegetables.